Foraging, that means gathering wild food ingredients, represents not only a very trend trajectory of the nowadays sustainable gastronomies, but also a crucial food procurement strategy that has accompanied human subsistence economies for millennia. However, in the history and also nowadays, we separate two main wild plant foraging types, linked accordingly to the periods when they originated. Paleolithic foraging, originally practiced by hunters and gatherers and privileging forests. Neolithic foraging, privileging wild food plants growing in anthropogenic environments, called weeds, shaped by horticultural and pastoralist activities. This latter one is the foraging of our grannies in Southern Europe, upon which the Mediterranean diet originated, and one of the reasons for its immense healthy potential. Neolithic foraging has, however, not only shaped daily diets for millennia, and especially in the spring season via the gathering and consumption of a lot of wild vegetables, but also our taste system. The love for the bitterness among the Mediterranean populations is in fact remarkably linked to the bitterness of most of the wild vegetables that were gathered by our ancestors and grannies. In particular, in the post-Neolithic context, we distinguish between a female bitterness linked to weeds, which were traditionally gathered around settlements by women, and the male bitterness that is more linked to wild thistle species, which were originally collected in pastures by male shepherds, who had to use a knife for removing the thorny, inedible parts of the plants. The two iconic food prototypes of these two foraging types are on one hand the chicory and lettuce, and on the other hand artichoke. These plants domesticated from their foraged wild relatives a few centuries ago. To foster this Neolithic foraging in the nowadays food system means not only to continuously train our practice of identifying and collecting wild plants and to be exposed to nature, no matter for a Sunday walk or for more substantial interactions with it, but also to relearn the local knowledge systems linked to our grannies foraging. These systems, better known as traditional ecological knowledge systems, are endangered more than ever since urbanization, industrialization of the food systems and globalization have brought many local rural communities in the world to consider wild plant food ingredients quite irrelevant to their daily diets. This trend has to urgently be changed by possibly building a new alliance among scientists, new and old foragers, foodies, and educational specialists. Traditional foraging practices need to regain their popularity, also using social media, as it already happens among new foragers. And new scientific studies have to enlighten better their role played by traditional foraged wild vegetables in longevity and health.